All right, so we are live. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Keeping It Real. And this week we are joined by my dude Fracno. So is it Fracno or Franco?
That's a common question. So my actual name is Franco, but my
Uh-huh.
online name is Fracno. So it's like a
Gotcha.
intentional misspelling of my name
Okay.
that usually causes more confusion than I think I intend, but I kind of like it. I kind of like that people get messed up with it.
That's good. That's good. That's what's up. I know when I looked at your profile, I was like, okay, Franco. And then I went to it's like Fracno. I was like, wait a minute.
It's funny because people will say Fracno or they'll say Franco, and then they'll be like, "Oh, wait a second, I'm sorry. No, that says Fracno. I don't know why I said Franco." And I'm like, well, I mean, you're right in both times, both.
That is what's up. That's what's up. Well, at least you got it. It kind of correlates to the actual real name, so it's not too far off. It's not going to
Yeah,
drive people crazy.
it was
So
just a weird nickname that my friends gave me. And then it like anytime I would try and make a online profile and I would try to just say put Franco and it was always taken. So I was like, whatever.
Fracno it is. Okay. You can actually use it. I guess when you get multiple kills, you like you just got fracked.
I haven't done that, but I guess I could.
So it looks like we got quite a few people that came in. I see E from DVZN Media's up in here. Charlie Trains from the UK. What's up? Tech for your needs. Hey, how you doing? Gadget Goddess. What's going on? Jason C in the house. High Tech Redneck. What's going on? Ronaldo De Leon. How you doing, brother? So
What's up, everybody?
yeah. So please meet Fracno. For all y'all who don't know who he is, today is your turn to find out who he is and what he's about. So I guess the first question I'm gonna have for you is, what made you decide to do YouTube, Twitch, the whole streaming thing?
So I did streaming first. Streaming was
Mm.
the first thing that I did. And I just did it kind of on a whim because I wanted I used to be really creative. I'm a musician. I used to do all sorts of creative stuff, and then I joined the army,
Mhm.
and I just like stopped completely.
Mhm.
Not because the army forces you to, but just because my lifestyle changed. And then so one day I just decided to try out streaming. I really enjoyed it, and I decided to pursue it more um, deliberately, I guess.
Mhm.
And I actually started the YouTube channel to get people to come over to my stream, but then the YouTube channel became more of a passion project and kind of took a life of its own. And now I think I spend way more time on the YouTube channel, but it is all still in an attempt to feed each other. You know,
Right,
the,
right.
the stream tries to bring people to YouTube, and YouTube tries to bring people over to the stream.
Facts. That's usually how it goes. It tends to be that way for most people anyway. Les C and El Jefe reviews. What's going on? And yes, Les, it was bold of me to think he gets multiple kills. I just assume. He looks like he's a good streamer, so hey.
I think that's my wife.
Oh, she's trolling. Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Okay. I'll take the
yeah.
troll.
That's gonna be my wife, and that is yeah. We troll each other a lot.
That's good. That's good to know.
She's not
Okay.
wrong.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you started doing streaming first. I know we were talking off stream, and you said you're an affiliate now. How
Yeah.
was the road to become an affiliate? How'd that work out for you?
Um, so I actually started streaming on a different platform than Twitch at first.
Mhm.
It's called D Live.
Okay.
And I liked the idea of streaming on D Live because there was like a newer website, and I thought that maybe it wouldn't be so saturated and it'd be a little more friendly to someone who's just starting out. Because
Hmm.
Twitch is pretty um
Daunting.
overwhelming. Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
overwhelming. There's a lot of people on Twitch. And so I figured, let me start on this smaller website. And if this website picks up and takes off, well then, cool. I'm one of the first people on the website.
Mhm.
But I kind of quickly realized that because it was so new, there wasn't a lot of support for it the way that there was for Twitch, all these overlays and plugins and different things. And my passion for streaming kind of outgrew that smaller platform. So I went over to Twitch. And by the time
Mhm.
I went to Twitch, I had already kind of developed a small following. So I made affiliate on Twitch in like a week. So it was really
Wow.
fast. It was really fast. But that's because I already had friends who were coming and watching, and I'd
Right.
already developed some sort of like small community.
Okay. So you had already put in the work. It just wasn't on Twitch. So when you
Yeah,
made the
yeah,
move, it just okay.
yeah.
That's good stuff right there. So now I know I've got a bunch of friends who do stream. Like
Mhm.
a lot of them do stream like Twitch and all that. But a lot of them have been slowly transitioning over to Mixer.
Mhm.
That's something that might be in your future, or are you sticking with
No,
Twitch?
no,
No, no.
no. I already think. I think they got a lot of hype when Ninja and Shroud got pulled over, and I
Mhm.
think that hype just like tanked.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think that it's gone.
Okay. Twitch seems like it's gonna be that's like grandfather time. It ain't going nowhere. It's always
No,
gonna be around.
I think the only thing that's gonna take Twitch down is potentially YouTube if they ever like take streaming more seriously.
Yeah. They did YouTube gaming. I think not sure if they still got it or not. They might have done away with it,
Probably.
but I know they had it for a while. But okay. So I was actually introduced to you via my good buddy Bad Seed Tech Brian.
Mhm. Yeah.
He had mentioned you in a tweet a couple days ago, and it blew up. And I
Yeah.
was like, my first thought was like, all right, Brian doesn't really recommend people like that, so when he does, it's a big thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it was surprising.
yeah, and I was like, all right, let me go see what this guy's about. So I want to check out some of your videos. I was like, I need to talk to him. So that's when I hit you up and I was like, hey, can you would you mind coming on the stream? But
Mhm.
it's really interesting your dynamic of what you do for a living and how it relates to your YouTube channel and how you use that as far as like when you do stuff. Like I said, one of the first videos I watched was your Secret Labs chair review, and being a Secret Labs chair owner, I was like, this is interesting. And coming from you know somebody of your background, I was like, okay. So like, I'm pretty sure everybody here doesn't know what you do. So would you mind explaining that for everybody?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, I mean, I've been playing video games all my life. I
Mm.
grew up watching my mom play Zelda on the NES, like, and I sat next to her, you know?
Best mom ever.
And
Yes.
yeah, really. And I would just sit there and watch her play, and it was great. So I've been playing. I'm older than I look. I've been playing video games for a long time, and so that's always been part of my life. And then, in addition to that, I am a physical therapy tech in the Army. So I've been a physical therapy tech in the Army for a few years. I've been in the Army for like 7 years,
Mhm,
and I'm just super passionate about this job and about this like form of helping people.
mhm,
And when I was trying to think of like, oh man, what am I going to make a YouTube channel about? I was like, well, shit, I should just combine these two things. So I stream on Twitch and I work in a physical therapy clinic. I was like, what better way than to combine gaming? Because it's not really something that's like often talked about with gamers.
mhm.
Um, Either because there's this stereotype of like, why would a gamer need to stretch? Like why would someone who's playing video games need to do that because it's not considered your typical like traditional sport. But
Mhm.
anybody who's sitting at a desk all day, streamer, you were just talking about you streamed for 6 hours recently. Like people stream all day, people play video games all night.
Mhm.
It's common, and there are things you can do to make the pain that you might feel from those things a little better.
Right.
So yeah,
Okay.
so that's what I do.
All right. That's what's up, man. Like I said, it's not a lot of people, or a lot of people don't get to see the other side of what their content creators that they follow actually do, like for a
Mhm.
living, so to speak. So it's really good to see like how you're intertwining the two. It's different and it's refreshing, honestly, to me anyway. And I love the content that you're putting out. I'm like, this is very helpful. So
I'm
I'm
trying.
pretty sure.
Yeah, it's
So,
it's rewarding because it like I do it for myself, obviously. I
mhm,
enjoy doing it. I'm passionate about it. It helps me express myself creatively, but it
mhm,
doesn't hurt that it's information that can legitimately help people with something as serious as pain. You know
right,
what I mean? Like it's awesome to help people find products that they like, and that is definitely something to be passionate about, but it
mhm,
feels really good when someone comments like, "Dude, my back has been hurting for the last year, and after doing these stretches, like it feels so much better. Thank you so much. That is a really rewarding feeling to hear stuff like that. It makes me feel good, and it makes me feel like what I'm doing is like impactful. So I
It,
love it. I'm passionate about it.
it's definitely helpful for me. Like I said, I've been doing some of it lately, and I'm like, man, I needed this a long time ago.
Yeah, I really like it. I really enjoy it. I'm really enjoying the journey and everything that comes along with it.
Okay, that's what's going on, man. That's what's up. And I see your channel is growing like ridiculously. And I know you mentioned you was at
I
like
love it.
2,000 not too long ago. And now you're getting close to 3,000 if I'm not mistaken now, right?
It's
So
it's climbing. It's not getting smaller.
yeah, definitely. So that's what's up, man. That's good stuff. So all right. With that being said, like, what is? I'm guessing the driving force behind what you're doing and what's making you want to keep going is the fact that you're helping people and people are like responding to you in different ways.
Mhm.
So, like, is there anything else that goes along with that? That was like, as a
I mean,
driving force to make you want to keep going.
just like I said before, I finally feel like I'm being able to express myself creatively.
Mhm.
So I read something one time that was like, you want three different hobbies, or you want three types of hobbies. You want something that keeps you in shape, you want something that keeps you creative, and you want something that makes you money. And it's
Mm.
like this is all of those things bundled in
In
one. You
one,
know what I mean? And
never thought about that.
so I mean, it's just something that I read somewhere, and I wouldn't look too into it, but it did resonate with me, and that's kind of this checks all those boxes for me.
Yeah.
And so it keeps me feeling like feeling fulfilled. And sometimes, even though I love what I do at work, sometimes
Mhm.
I go like, my specific job in the army is very rewarding, but as a whole, being in the army can like really grind on you. It can really, you can get very burnt out on it. And
Mhm.
sometimes I'm just like left feeling like, oh my gosh, I am so tired of this.
Yeah.
So doing something like this it just feels rewarding.
Okay. That's what's up, man. So, as a gamer, I guess let's touch on this a little bit. As a gamer, what is your primary game of choice?
That's I mean, that's hard to answer because there's like two sides of my gaming.
Mm-hmm.
There's what I play when I'm not streaming, when I play when I am streaming.
Okay.
And they don't always match up because
Right.
sometimes like games that I'm really enjoying may not translate well to streaming.
Mhm.
So on stream, I play a lot of horror games, right?
Okay.
I really love horror games, and I think that they're more fun to play with other people watching or other people with me. So my wife will sit next to me sometimes and play them with me, and we'll play together. And like she gets super scared from them, and I've played so many now that they don't really scare me that much. So I get to like live vicariously through her fear.
Okay. Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah, like
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm just chasing that rush again. No, and so I really like playing horror games on stream, but off stream I play a lot of like first person shooters. Like recently I've been playing a lot of Valorant. Um,
Okay.
I play single player games. Like lately I've been playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I'm really enjoying that. Um, I play a lot of indie games. I recently got a VR headset, so I've been playing tons of VR games.
Mm-hmm.
I play most things but sports games. I don't play a lot of sports games. I don't play a lot of fighting games just because I'm bad at them. But yeah, first person shooters, horror games, VR.
Okay. We got a question for you from a guy, Tech for Your Needs. He says, "What is your favorite retro game, or are you into retro games?"
Zelda.
Whew,
Yeah, I mean that doesn't
that is
Zelda,
it right
and
there.
then maybe like close second Final Fantasy. Even though it feels weird calling that a retro game, because like Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy, um, I even liked Final Fantasy 8, honestly. But Final Fantasy, but first Zelda. Breath of the Wild, probably one of the best games I've ever played in my life, but I grew up playing the originals,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
Ocarina of Time is my favorite,
Ooh.
hands down.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. I've never played Final
Majora's
Fantasy.
Mask. Oh, never played Final
Any of the
Fantasy.
Final Fantasies. I
Um,
probably need to, but I haven't.
it's a very particular type of game. I can see why some people wouldn't be into like turn-based RPGs.
Mhm.
especially now with how games are and like what people are accustomed to now. I think
Yeah,
I could see why it would be hard to get into, but it's a classic.
yeah. Might have to check it out. I know a lot of the games nowadays is more of the mobile platform.
Yeah, I can't get
So
into those games.
yeah, it's a pain in the butt. I'm usually an MMO guy. Like
Every year I try League of Legends
mhm,
because I'm like, I'm better at gaming now than I was last year. Maybe I'll like this. And
yeah.
I play for like 15 minutes. I'm like, I hate this.
It's like nope, not me.
This is the worst.
Yeah, I was like that with
I'll see
World of
you next
Warcraft.
year.
Yeah,
I can't. I've never played World of Warcraft, but my wife will sit back here on her computer for hours playing it. She loves it. So
I did it for 30 minutes. The graphics, because like my first PC game I ever played was Guild Wars when it
okay.
first came out. When it first launched, that was when I first started on PC, and I played that until pretty much it died like 4 or 5 years, and then
Mhm.
Guild Wars 2 came out, and that sucked because they changed everything. And I went to Aeon, and then left Aeon, and just been kind of floating around on different like mobile stuff, Overwatch stuff like that. So,
Mhm.
oh yeah. Mm. Oh, we got some new people in the chat. Let's see who we got up in here. Gadget Goddess, what's going on, Gigi? Grant S, what's up, my man? Tanner So Lit, how you doing? Technically, T done slid up in the building. How you doing, man? So are you strictly PC gaming or are you also console?
Pretty strictly PC. Not because I'm like, ew, PlayStation, but
Yeah.
I have an Xbox. I don't have a PlayStation anymore because I actually just gave it to a friend. I was like, I'm not using this, man. Here, you can you can have it. And we have a Switch. The
Okay.
Xbox has not been turned on except on accident when I like walk by it and my knee touches that touch button, and I'm like, oh god
Ouch.
damn it. Nope.
Ouch.
No one's talking to you, Xbox. Shut
Pretty
up.
much. Pretty much.
And
Pretty much.
no, I just play PC gaming mostly.
Okay.
I just can't see myself going back to console.
Me either. I'm of the same ilk. It's like I kind of want to because of certain like exclusives I want to play, but
Yeah.
at the
The,
same time, it's like, eh.
the Switch is I was playing the Switch pretty frequently, and then my wife got hold of it and she like commandeered it and she plays it mostly because she's like huge into Pokemon and lately Animal Crossing, but
Mm,
I don't know, I just ain't for me.
gotcha. I mean, I think it's pretty awesome that your wife actually games with you, and sometimes
Yeah, I'm lucky.
on her own too. So
Oh yeah.
mine used to, and then like years ago, she was just like, yeah, "I'm done."
She'll pick it back
So
up. Maybe she'll pick it back
eh,
up.
it's gonna be a hard fought battle. I've been trying
Yeah.
for years. We'll see. Oh, Les says feels bad, man. The trollage is real. All right. So it looks like actually, if I looking at your background, it looks like you and Brian have very similar color specs as far
Yeah.
as your channels and stuff go. So
Uh-huh.
I think that's pretty dope. But what inspired you to create that particular background for your set?
So, okay, I was living in Germany for 4 years,
Mm,
right? That's when I first started streaming was when I was in Germany because I was
okay.
stationed in Germany for the military.
Hmm.
And I didn't really get to have very much of like a decorative background because the place that I was living.
Hmm.
And so when I moved back to the United States, I told my wife, I was like, I want like a space to do this because I want to take it seriously. I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to start streaming regularly. So I
Hmm.
want to like a space that displays my personality. That was kind
Yeah.
of like the idea, right? That even if someone was new to my stream or whatever, they could come into the channel, their stream, and they could look behind me and they see like I don't know if you can see that, but there's like Vegeta pop toys, or
Hmm.
there's like records of bands that I like a lot, or there's like artwork from my friends. And it's like I wanted to tell a story about my personality without them even like hearing me talk yet.
Right.
So that was the goal was
Okay.
to display my personality in the background without words. And then the colors I just picked because it's a cool color combination that so I'm really big into mechanical keyboards
Hmm.
and a
So is
really
Brian.
good huh? What's that?
So is Brian.
Yeah. So a really good friend of mine actually designs key sets, right? So like the keys that you put on your keyboard, and he's responsible for designing some of the most popular key sets, in fact. And so one of his most popular key sets uses these colors. So this is also kind of like a support my friend with these colors kind of thing. So
Okay, that is legit. Okay.
I'm always trying to like incorporate my friends and like the things that they do. So I have like photo prints from friends or artwork from friends, and I just love supporting my friends. I don't know.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So I have a question for you. You said you're into like custom mechanical keyboards and all of that. Is your collection pretty insane? Because I know like the rabbit hole with that stuff is like bananas. I looked at it and I was like, I don't know about that, man. Like some
So
boards cost a lot of money.
okay, yes, first off, to answer your question, yes, I have 3 keyboards, and that's like after trimming down some because it just gets crazy. But the reason I got into mechanical keyboards, right? I built my computer. This was my first PC that I ever built. I built it myself, and it was with like a tax return or something, so I had like money to spend. I was like, I'm gonna make this the best freaking computer that I can buy, right?
Right.
So I spec'd it out. I got a nice monitor, I got a nice mouse, and then when it came to the keyboard, I was like, let me get that razor, like let me get the most expensive razor I can find with the clickiest switches. And I was proud. I was really proud of it, right? And then I posted photos of it on Reddit on these like PC battle stations and stuff like that. And the comments were coming in. They're like, "Oh, this is such a nice computer. Oh, I'm so jealous." And then one guy was like, "You did a great job with the computer, but you could have gotten a nicer keyboard." I was like, "What?" What are you talking about?
Yep.
And I was like, what do you mean nicer keyboard? Like this thing is like $200. And he linked me to the mechanical keyboard subreddit, and then I was just like down the rabbit hole. And
it's a deep hole too,
like
man.
3 years later, here I am with like 3 keyboards, and yeah, I hate that guy.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
So
What's your main?
This is a keyboard I'm using right now. It's an HHKB with like some custom keys that I got commissioned to
Okay,
match
60%.
this artisan. So this would be considered smaller than a 60% because it's missing these modifiers in the bottom.
Okay.
But I don't know the exact number. This is usually referred to as an HHKB layout when it's these gaps at the bottom here. So that's like my main keyboard. And then this is the one that is going to blow your mind, I think.
Oh boy. He's pulling out the back room stuff.
Yeah, so this keyboard I never type on. It sounds like garbage, and I actually kind of hate it. But it is a place for me to display my collection of artisans. Have you gotten into the artisan world yet?
A little bit. I've dabbled a little bit, but
when you go down the mechanical keyboard rabbit hole, if you go to the bottom, there's going to be another rabbit hole in there for artisans, and
I'm well aware of that one.
So that's going to be like this, right?
Okay.
So each one of these things are handmade by different artists and different sculpts, and they make them in different colorways. And I've just collected a bunch that are in this like Miami pink and blue colorway. So this is my like Miami board.
Okay. Yeah. I know El Jefe. He's recently started going down that custom keyboard rabbit hole himself. Yeah. So El Jefe, you see what you got to look forward to, man.
Yeah, it's an expensive hobby. But I've been in the keyboard community now for like 2 or 3 years, something like that. And it's cool because I made a lot of friends from this hobby, and I've talked to a lot of people, and it's really cool. I've like found a community, a niche community.
Yeah. Okay. So with that being said, what it would be, I would say what's that one keyboard setup or that one keyboard that you're just like, yeah, that's that. I need that. Hands down, like I need that.
Right now, I think the hotness right now is probably the Key Cult.
Okay.
So it's like a custom keyboard that's super expensive and super nice, and just it's really nice. Like, did you see? So, a friend of mine builds keyboards. Teha Types. Have you ever seen his
Yeah,
videos?
yeah, yeah. I've been on. I was on a stream with him. It was him and BP a while ago.
So he built a keyboard for Tfue. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
The board that he built for Tfue is from Keycult. That's the same brand. And the
Ooh,
same people who make that. So those are super nice keyboards. That'd probably be a keyboard that I would like to own one day, but they're super expensive. And my wife's in chat, so I'm not gonna say that.
yeah. Don't get yourself in trouble. Don't set yourself up. So I've been down that road before too.
Yeah.
um, I've been looking at what's that new one that just came out? The split keyboard, the Dogma.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I can't type on those. I never learned how to type properly.
Yeah.
And so I can type decent, like respectably fast, I suppose, but it's not like on the home keys. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's like I'm freaking playing DDR with my hands. And so a split keyboard would be too difficult for me to do.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just like it because of the feature. Like, I was watching the videos today, and like it just doesn't split, but the RGB on it is like insane. It's also hot swappable for not only the keycaps but the switches too. I was like, oh wow, okay, all right. Well, now you're talking my language here. I don't know about that price though. It's like $400 for that keyboard. So we'll see.
It gets brutal, man.
Yeah. So when you're streaming, what would you say would be your go-to for your regular gear? Like we see your keyboard, but like what's your style of play? Like what kind of mics are you maining and all of that?
I just recently made the switch to this mouse. So this
Ooh,
is
G Pro wireless.
Yeah, G Pro wireless. I really love it. Before that, I was using the G900. This was great, but this is better. So I like that more. I have a Go XLR for my audio.
Okay.
I have a Stream Deck to switch between different scenes and stuff like that.
Okay.
This is a Rode NT1.
Okay.
So I really like it, but I would like to switch to a different microphone. I don't want to be cliche or anything, but I really want an SM7B, mostly because this is such a I mean, it makes it suits my voice well because I have a deeper voice, I suppose.
Right.
But the SM7 like my computer, when it gets running, it can get loud. I have a fan over here that's like blowing because it gets hot in here, and this microphone picks up a lot of that. Even with a gate on it, it's like quiet, and then when I talk, you can hear all the fans noise behind me.
Okay.
So I think a dynamic microphone like the SM7B would work better for what I do.
What kind of GPU are you running right now?
1080 Ti.
Okay, so you're on the NVIDIA spectrum. You might want to look at RTX voice.
So I did.
Okay.
So you can find a way to run it on the GTX cards, right? You have to like edit something in the root folder of the installation or whatever. And I tried it for a stream, and I had a bunch of people telling me like your voice is cutting out, your voice is doing some weird stuff. And it works really well. You cannot hear the fan behind me, but I think those issues are going to keep me from using it regularly until they because it's still a beta.
Yeah.
I think once they kind of iron out some issues, and maybe once I get a RTX card, then I'll revisit that again.
Okay. I've been hearing really good things about that, especially from streamers. It's like, man, you can't hear nothing in the background.
No, it works really well. It works really well, but for some reason with my setup, it was doing something weird. My voice was like cutting and chopping up, and I don't know.
All right, so you had some unintentional glitch effect going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was remixing my voice when I wasn't trying to.
I don't think that's ever anybody's intention to do that while they're streaming.
No.
So I see you're rocking the Sennheisers, right?
No, these are
Aerodynamics.
Aerodynamic.
Yeah. Okay. And what model is that?
These are 770. No, 880. DT 880s.
Okay, DT 880s. That's what's up.
The 250 ohm version.
Okay.
I like them, but I got some big old Dumbo ears, and the cup in them is kind of shallow, and so my ear presses against it. and
Yeah.
kind of hurts after a while. Um, Also, as much as I love like the quality of dedicated, like music audiophile headphones,
Mm,
this wire life is not for me. It is so tough to deal with when you're streaming and moving around and stuff. And
yeah.
I've been thinking about getting the Arctis Pro wireless.
Hmm.
Familiar with them? This
Yep. The Steel
I don't
Series
know.
one.
We'll see. We'll see.
I like those just for the simple fact of the hot swap battery.
Yeah.
So that is really appealing, especially if you're streaming.
Mhm.
But my dude El Jefe, who his channel is all about doing headphone reviews and true wireless bud
Yeah, yeah,
reviews.
I've seen that.
He has been ranting and raving about these new drop Panda headphones, and I'm like,
Okay.
huh. And they're option to be wired or wireless. So I'm like,
So
hmm.
I'll have to look into them because I think to work with the Go XLR, it needs to have some sort of base station like sound card
Mhm,
with an audio out or
mhm,
something like that. I don't know because I haven't really messed with it too much, but I think there are only two headphones at the moment that work with the Go XLR, two wireless headphones.
okay.
But this one may be a third. I'm not sure. I have a
Mhm.
funny story about a Hefe.
Okay.
So I was streaming one night, right? And I was looking for something on Amazon,
Mhm,
and I had never seen his stream before, right? And when I was going through Amazon looking at these products because a friend of mine was looking for headphones, I think
mhm,
I scrolled down and it was like now streaming El Jefe
mhm,
on Amazon.
mhm.
And I know Amazon owns Twitch, but I was like, wait, do people stream on Amazon?
Yep.
And I was like, what the hell? I had never seen that before. And is it so I have questions then. Is he streaming directly to Amazon or is he streaming to Twitch and Amazon brings Twitch streams over since they own it? Do you
No,
know?
if I'm not mistaken, El Jefe streams directly to Amazon.
That's so
Um,
wild.
he's not the only one. I know him
No, I saw a
and
few people.
yeah, my dude Travis McP. He was also the both of them. They actually both introduced me to streaming on Amazon. I haven't done it yet, but they were the first two people I knew who were doing it, and I was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, y'all are streaming directly on Amazon? But
I
if I'm
wonder
not
what
mistaken, it's directly on Amazon.
that's an interesting thing because just from a streaming perspective, right? If his
Yeah,
stream is coming up on Amazon products, does that mean like everyone who looks up like a product is an automatic viewer if they're on that page with his stream embedded on that product page? And I wonder what that does to like a view count. You know what I mean?
right.
I
I'm
don't know.
not really sure. That'd be
I got
great though.
questions. Yeah, I got questions.
Yeah, I got. He said he's using Amazon Live beta program. He said, but it is separate from Twitch.
Interesting. I wonder why they would make it separate from Twitch if they own both. Or you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're
it's
trying to keep
interesting.
something separate.
As a streamer, as a streamer, I was just like, I have questions.
Yeah. Now I know it worked with like if you have like Amazon Prime, you get like special like loot boxes and stuff like that, and different things for Twitch from that. But I don't know. Maybe they're just I don't know. He would definitely be the person to talk to about that though. So Hefe, you got somebody who wants to chat with you, bro.
Yeah, yeah. We're both. I saw him in the Bad Seed Tech Discord. I'll have to hit him up.
Man, Jeff is in everybody's stream. I
Really?
think my stream is the only stream he's ever in that he's not a mod, and I might have to change that coming up very soon. So, but cool.
I see someone in your chat said got me intrigued by mechanical keyboards. I've resisted going down that road.
Yeah,
Bro,
Grant.
just run down that road. Just do it. Just jump.
Man, it sounds like it's a good road to be on, man. I see a lot of different mechanical keyboards. I'm just like, man, I would love to get into that.
So the reason why I think it's such like a satisfying thing to get into, you
Mhm,
spend thousands of dollars sometimes on a computer, right?
mhm,
You have like high refresh rate, nice monitor. You've
mhm,
got fantastic headphones. And one of the two ways that you physically interact with this beast of a machine you've built and spend all your time on is your keyboard. It's your only like physical interaction with it. So why would you not want that physical interaction to
The best
match
it can be.
the
Yeah.
like amazingness that you put into your computer? You know, that's like I bought a Porsche, but then I took a Honda Civic seat and put it in my Porsche. You know what I mean? Like that's what it
true.
feels like.
I never thought about it that
no
way.
offense to Honda Civics, you know, they're fantastic cars, but I'm just saying that's how I view it, and that's how I justify it in my head, you know, because there is a big difference. If you've never felt like a custom lubed, wonderful, beautiful sounding like custom mechanical keyboard,
Yeah.
then you should.
Yeah, I really want to. My buddy Gravex, he has the was the drop alt, I think it is. One of those ones. It's one of the drop keyboards that he has, and he was just like redoing the switches and he's lubing everything and all that. I'm like, dude, that looks like a lot of work.
It is. It's a hobby. They have keyboard meetups. I don't know if you're aware of this.
Really?
So they have mechanical keyboard meetups. Obviously not right now with everything that's going on, but every year in different cities, they'll have meetups that they organize, and you go, and it is just a bunch of people bring a bunch of mechanical keyboards of their own, and you can go around, type on different ones, see like there'll usually be a little card next to it that's like what switch it is, what spring weight it is, all the details about it. You can type on, oh, I like that. Oh, I like this one more. And you can kind of get a feel for it so that when you go to build something or buy something, you're like, well, this is what I like.
Right.
And it's just cool to meet friends and stuff like that.
Yeah. See, I know I'm gonna end up going down that road just because I've been wanting a custom keyboard. I like the fact I can do hot swappable switches. Because I love silent switches for some reason. I don't know. It seems like, you know, I've been on a silent kick for a while, but I like certain keys to be silent and I want other keys to be more tactile and audible. So I like the fact that I can get that with a custom board, because I ain't gonna lie, this setup right here is unfortunately one of them Razor sheep. So I've got the full Razor setup, and then over there I've got the full Corsair setup, and I'm just like, all right, I need to break it up.
I know I was talking shit about Razer, but a Razer keyboard is still better than just like a Dell keyboard.
Oh, hell yeah. All day.
And if you own a Dell keyboard, I'm sorry, but I am talking shit about Dell.
Happily so.
Yeah.
My man Grant said he's not listening. He said this sounds dangerous. He already has a smartphone addiction, so we might be causing him some trouble down the road here.
You know, they make Bluetooth mechanical keyboards that you can connect to your phone. I'm just saying.
Grant, you better run, man.
I'm just saying.
Save yourself. All right, that's what's up. So
I feel like a drug dealer right now.
He's peddling keyboards, y'all. Watch out, he's peddling keyboards, y'all. So the G Pro wireless, that being your main, is it? Would you say that has helped you as far as your flickage game?
Yes.
Okay.
I noticed I was doing better. Well, you never know because there's so many variables, but I will say that it's considerable, like it's noticeably lighter than the G900. It fits my hand better. It feels like it can, you know, like contours my hand better. And it's got a satisfying click. Yeah, I think I noticed I was doing a little better when I switched to that mouse and got used to it.
Okay. Have you looked at any other custom mice? Or
yeah, so I've had this since I built my computer, so 2 or 3 years, and I wasn't really unhappy with it, but you know how being into tech goes. Once you have something for too long, you're like, I wonder
an upgrade.
I wonder if I could get something different. So I asked my friend that I value his like opinion on these things, and he pointed me to that, and then I started looking it up, and I saw how many of the professional gamers use it, and I was like, why not? Let's try it.
Yeah. Okay. I know Mark from Silence Tech, he's been mining the crap out of his mice lately, and one of his G Pro wireless is one of the first ones he did.
Yeah,
like he had like some gloss finish he added to it, and it's Snow White. And
listen, I don't.
You haven't seen any of his stuff? Yeah, if you haven't seen any of his stuff, check him out, man. Silence Tech. My man Mark does it big over there. So I know I've looked at what was that new one that just came out? Asus just came out with a new one that is pretty it's super custom. Um you can swap out pretty much any of the switches that come on it. So and you can swap out the weights and all that stuff too. I'm like,
I can only have so many expensive hobbies at once. All right. I like kicked my keyboard addiction and now it's camera equipment. Now
Oh
I'm
boy.
on like
What are you doing with the cameras?
I mean, I bought the camera for YouTube, but then I use it for Twitch as well. And then I was like, well, I got to use it for everything. So now I've like been getting into photography, and so that's that's even more expensive than keyboards.
Yep, I was gonna say that technically T is one of my camera guys that I go to, and yeah, it's a dangerous road. Trust me on that one.
Yeah,
it's
my
a very
wife
dangerous
probably
road.
she's watching and she's probably just like a single tear coming down her eye.
I'm sorry, Les.
She looks at the bank account.
Yep, I'm sorry.
I'm like, babe, hear me out. All right.
That's how it goes. It's like, look, I have a legit reason for doing this. Okay.
Hear me out. All right.
Why?
I can start making money. Yeah.
Yep. That's how it goes, man. Speaking of which, what are you using as your webcam?
This is a Canon EOS R with a 16 to 35 2.8 lens.
Okay.
If
wow, you went
cameras, I don't know.
You went big boy with it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
Well, because I wanted I have another Canon that I was using that's perfectly fine. It's a SL2. But I knew going into so this YouTube channel, I was planning for like a year. You know what I mean? I wanted to make sure that when like right out the gate, my video quality was top notch. You know, like I wanted people to look at my video and then look at my subscriber count and be like, these things don't match up. You know what I mean? Like I wanted people to think that my channel looked professional and high quality. I wanted that to be noticeable. So
it definitely is because when I went to the channel, I was like, I was that person saying,
yeah,
wait a minute.
Yeah, it's a comment that I get pretty often, but it's like, again, if you're into tech, well, then you know how it feels. You want everything to be shiny and nice looking.
Yeah. That was the reason I upgraded my camera last year. I had a Canon M50 that I was using, and I was like, yeah, I want something different. I want that Sony look. That's what it was. I was like, I want that Sony look. So I went and got the A6600.
Oh, well, I didn't know. I was trying to a Sony guy, so it's about time I got
oh, wow. Oh,
I'm just joking, man. I don't care.
Man.
It's funny. People always, it's like they get so up in arms about what brand they want to support. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't have a particular alliance with any brand. I just want
I want
my equipment to work. Exactly.
I'm not paying me.
So for me, my loyalty lies in as long as I'm getting what I want, which is crispy footage out of it. I want it to work when I want it, when I need to use it. That's my requirements right there. So
I don't know them anything.
Exactly. Exactly. Now, if they start running you the bag, that might change.
Yeah.
Les says she can hit a bank account crying.
But I am open to owing you something. If you,
exactly. It's like, just, slide in the DMs and just let me know like what I got to do. I understand. I'm with you on that. Okay, so what are your plans moving forward? Like, where do you see your channel going, say in the next 6 months to a year?
So my goal for the year was to reach the requirements for YouTube partner and become monetized, right? Because I started this channel January 1st of this year. Okay. It was like I wanted to start with like a definable date, and like I have goals in a book that I wrote down. I want, goals for my Twitch, goals for my YouTube. So my big one was the requirements, which 1,000 hours or 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours in the last 12 months, and I am almost to 4,000 hours. So I'm about to hit that goal, and and it's like we're not even halfway through the year, almost. So that is where I see this channel going in the short term. Long term, I just want to keep making videos. I'm not going to worry about, I don't know, partnerships or sponsorships or brand deals. They're goals of mine, but I want them to come to me when the time is right. And I'm just going to keep making videos. I'm going to keep doing the best I can, keep making them high quality, keep servicing my audience with things that I think that will benefit them and that they'll enjoy watching. And everything else I expect to fall into place. So
yeah, I seriously see that happening for sure. No doubt in my mind that that's going to
I
happen.
appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just trying not to, like, I'm not trying to focus on that stuff right now. Right now, I'm just focusing on, does my audience like these videos? Does my thumbnail suck? And is this a good video? You know what I mean? And
Right.
also keeping consistent with it. So I've done a video every week, despite having a full-time military job. And so as long as I keep hitting those like small victories, then I'll worry about the other stuff later when it becomes appropriate.
There you go. And see, when it does become appropriate and the money starts rolling in from the videos, then you can feed your keyboard and addiction and all that other stuff. And then Les won't be crying about the bank account because you won't be pulling from the bank account.
Yeah.
And then you'll have companies sending you keyboard stuff for free.
Well,
Just
I hope
saying.
so. Maybe.
Just
Maybe
saying.
one day. I'm working on it. I'm working
There you
on
go.
it.
It's coming. I promise it's coming.
Yeah. I just want to
So,
keep making good videos.
yeah, you're definitely accomplishing that right now.
Yeah, that's all I'm focused on.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to think, like, besides the whole gaming front, like, I don't know, and I'm gonna just throw this out there. I don't know if any of y'all have seen his landing page. If you go through his Twitter profile, and he downplays it, but like his landing page, once you click on that link, is like ridiculous. It takes you to all his stuff. It's like the most like how can I put this? The most
I just
perfectly
wanted
laid
it
out
like
landing
straightforward.
page.
I
It
just don't
definitely
want
was.
to. The whole purpose of that was like, I don't want to be like, make sure to go to my Twitch. It's twitch.tv/whatever. And then, but my name on Instagram is this. And then the YouTube is this. I just want fracno.tv, and that'll, whatever you want to go to, then you can go to it from there.
That's what's up, man. That when I went to that landing page, I was like, yo, he is serious with this. Okay. Okay. All right. Lesson learned.
It's just to simplify it. Because that's something I truly believe. Even from like my days of playing music, you need to make whatever content you're creating, whether it be music, videos, whatever, you need to make it as easy as possible for the user. Because as soon as it gets complicated, they're like, I don't have time for this.
Yeah, too much.
Like we have I'm not trying to insult people's attention span, but people you have like a couple seconds of someone's attention. If you don't capitalize on it, or if you don't make it easy for them, I truly think that they are just gonna like keep going, because it's too easy to just keep going.
Yeah, there's too much out there for them not to be like, oh, I can go find another video to watch. No big deal.
Yeah. So if you're complicating things, then people are gonna get bored.
Facts. That's facts. That's facts. So we've talked about, what got you started, what's keeping you going, and what your plans are for the future. At least for the YouTube channel. As far as Twitch goes, I know you said you're looking to make partner, correct?
Again, but one day it'll happen. That one's hard. You have to have basically the one that I'm missing is you have to have an average of 75 concurrent viewers over like a month period. That's a lot of people watching you. So I think as YouTube grows, that will grow, because I've already seen it. Like I was streaming to like 7 people before my YouTube channel started, and now I stream to like 15 people,
right?
Like average. So my goal for the year was to stream to an average of 25 people. So
okay,
just trying to hit those goals.
That's always a good thing, man. I see a lot of people, and I myself a victim of it too. When I first started doing YouTube, I wasn't really serious about it, and I really didn't get serious about it until like a couple months ago. But a lot of people, they don't set goals. They don't set goals for what they want to achieve and all that. And like you, my goal that I set for myself a couple months ago was I'm gonna hit my 1,000 and my 1,000 and my 4,000 numbers. So I've been working on the subscribers. That number's going up, thankfully.
Cool.
Those damn viewage hours, man. Good gracious, man. That
It's
4,000
tough.
hours is a monster. So,
Yeah, it really is. I thought it was gonna take me all year, but I have one particular video that gets like 200 to 300 views every day, and I
mhm,
think that one video is like carrying my channel right now. But also it's like a snowball effect on YouTube. Because
mhm,
if you have 4 videos, YouTube is like a binging platform, you know? You
yeah.
find someone you like and then you watch all their videos, or you watch like 10 of their videos and you get hooked
Mhm,
and you subscribe and you just keep watching their content. But if
mhm,
you are just starting out and you have 3 videos, like, all right, cool, it took me 20 minutes, I'm done. So
yeah.
the more videos you pump out, the more videos that are out there working for you all the
Mhm.
time.
That's
I mean,
fact.
that's nothing like revolutionary or anything, but it's just something I've noticed. The more videos that I have on my channel, my
Mhm,
my view count is like exponentially growing the more videos I put up. So
yeah.
I can't wait, a year in when I have 50 something videos out there. It
Mhm.
just, it's a lot for people to choose from. And
It's gonna be mind-boggling, which is a good thing.
yeah,
So,
that's why I just focus on getting one out every week, because that's another thing. If you look at your analytics, your view count's going to spike every time you post a video, and then it's going to come down, the day or
mhm,
two later. It's just going to coast down here, and then when you post another video, it's going to spike again. So
mhm.
if you're posting every 2 weeks or every month or something like that, that's a lot of time in between those spikes. So you just want to
That's
keep pumping them out.
that's facts. That's facts. That's actually why I started streaming on my channel. This is something I've been wanting to do for me
Yeah,
personally.
streaming is good because it counts towards those view hours, I think.
Right, right, right. And like for me, like a lot of people, they and which is I guess leads into my next question is when you feel like you're creating, are you creating to appease the algorithm, or are you creating to more or less appease your subscriber base and yourself?
Um, when I'm creating a video, it's to appease myself and the audience. I
Mhm,
never like, I don't know how people do it. I'll be recording a video for like an hour, and at the end of it I'll finish and I'll be like, I have no idea how long this video is going to be. I don't ever know until I start editing it. And
mhm,
I never make my video longer for the sake of making it longer. If anything, I try and make them short,
mhm,
because I another thing I read. So I was on Reddit and I was reading some posts that they were talking about a YouTuber who they've kind of like fell off, like they used to like them a lot when they were smaller, and now that they're bigger, they don't like their content as much. And reading through the comments was very informative, because I was like, "Oh, so this is why people stop liking this person, because they stopped doing this, they stopped focusing on this, they lost touch with this." And
mhm,
one of the things that someone said, they were like, "It's the YouTube rule. 10%, or like the first 10% of every video on YouTube is like filler, is trash. The first 10% of every video is like
mm,
a waste of time, you know? And
mm,
just skip through the first 10%, and that's like where the actual video starts." And even in my own videos when I first started YouTube, it's so frustrating, but I would see comments that were like, the video actually starts at insert timestamp 225. I'm like,
mhm.
no, the video starts at 0. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not just
Yeah,
trying to include filler to hit a 10-minute mark, but that is the reality that people see. People think that that's what everyone's trying to do, and in some cases they are. And that first 10% rule really stuck with me for whatever reason. I don't even know who said it. It was just a random person, but I was like, even though I disagree, I have
mhm,
to be aware of what people think about YouTubers and YouTube videos, and what works and what doesn't, and what they're going into the video thinking already.
right.
So if anything, I try to make my videos like to the point, I still try to say what I want to say, because I don't want the video to become transactional where they just come for information and then they bounce. I still want them to develop some sort of relationship with me and my personality. So I still try and put my thoughts into the video and my personality into the video, but I
Mhm,
never try to draw it out. And I
right.
always try to make it as easy, again, as easy for the algorithm with how I put it on YouTube. the tags that I use, the title that I use, the thumbnail. That's where I try and appease to the algorithm, because I think that's what people like. That's what triggers the algorithm, and that's what draws people in. And then the content should be relevant and to the point and informational. That's how I view it.
Right. I think that's a great way to view it, honestly. And as you're speaking, I'm actually like mentally taking pointers. I'm like, that makes sense. Nah, see, I learned a long time ago. I was told that, no matter where anybody is in their walk, you can learn something from every single person. Like you
Yeah.
said, you started this in January. I've been at this for like roughly 2 years.
Mhm.
But the information you're giving, I'm like, that makes sense. It completely, correlates with what's going on. Yeah, let's hold on to that. So, for me, I try to learn from any and everybody. So I
Mhm.
thank you very much for that, because I
Yeah.
never heard that 10% thing, like the first 10%. I'm like, huh,
This is just stuff I kind of read, and because I pay attention to comments, and I pay attention to what's working for other people and what's not working for other people. I think
right,
if you want to be a creator on some platform, you have to consume as much of that content as possible. So I spend a ton of time watching YouTube, and now that I make my own content, I think about it differently. I'm like, oh, I don't like how they say this. I don't like how they do this, or I do like how they do this. And I'm
right,
constantly taking mental notes and to mold how I do it, you know?
right,
But then at the same time, I'm reading Reddit and I'm reading comments, and I'm trying to see, because even in negative comments, you can find something useful, you know? Even if a comment is negative and maybe you don't agree, maybe somewhere deep down in, like, buried in the vileness or like the rudeness or the like mean spiritedness of that comment, there might be some truth to what they're saying. Maybe
mhm,
not, but I want to take it and be like, you know what, is my video like taking too long to start? Am I talking too much in the beginning? How can I still do what I want to do, but like better?
right.
I don't know. that's
That
that's how I,
that's good food for thought, and it definitely hits home for me anyway.
yeah.
So, um, El Jefe said a few things to you. He's like, he hasn't built a custom keyboard yet. He's been rocking with the Durgard K320 TKL, the brown, and some ducky keycaps. But he's planning on doing a custom board soon. He also said that you were right with the consistent uploads. He said consistency is key, and that for him, he personally deletes people's timestamp comments. However, he's starting to add timestamps to the videos after the first week.
Yeah.
And
I could see why he would do that, because you want to give the video, like, you want to give the video a chance for people to just watch the whole thing, but
right,
then, you can make it convenient for people. I don't delete timestamp comments because I add them myself right from the start.
mhm,
That's just how I do it. I mean, I can see why he does that though. It's smart.
yeah,
Um, because it really does screw your analytics.
yeah. That's
I
what he
can
said. He's
tell.
like, it hurts the initial watch time. So
Yeah, it really does. I think if I were like a year down the road and I've
mhm,
developed, like a following or consistent loyal viewer base, well then I wouldn't worry about it as much, and maybe I would ease back on the timestamps or whatever. But
mhm.
it does hurt when you see that the audience retention in the analytics, and you see like spike, 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 and it's basically like the start of each new section of the video, especially if you have a list video.
Mhm.
I'm like, damn man, just watch the whole thing.
People, it's like you said, man, people's attention span is very, very difficult. Because I know,
Yeah.
like, for me, most of my videos run between 7 to 10 minutes. I try not to go over 10 minutes as much
Mhm.
as possible. I really try to keep it to 7. I don't know why. For some reason, 7 was just a
That's a
number that
good
stuck with me.
that's a good number.
Yeah, but like when you see audience retention drop off after like 2.5, you're kind of like, what the?
Yeah. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts. I've I have never once tried to aim for a certain time for a video. And that's
Mhm,
why I have some videos that are like 20 minutes long, and I'm editing it and I'm like, "Oh my god, 20 minutes. What am I
mhm.
doing? Should I, but I'm if the information is there and it's relevant and that's how long it takes, well then
That's
to
what it
hell
is.
with it. That's what I'm going to do."
Yeah, I'm with you on that. With you on that. Joe Petty's in the house. Okay, he's a little late, but he finally made it, man. He's been missing the streams. He finally made one. So
Cool.
what's up, Joe? Welcome to the stream.
Happy to have
Um, well, I know you were in a time frame because Miss Les is deciding she needs to get her stream on. So
she's got I need her to stream. Her stream's much more popular than mine.
it always seems to be that way, dude. Like
Hey, she's way better looking than I am. So
that though, that always helps.
I don't mind though, because our bank accounts are linked, we share a bank account. So
there you go. There you go. There you go.
I don't mind at all.
My wife, she just started her YouTube channel like a month and a half ago, and like in another month, she's probably gonna pass me. Like no question, she's already gonna pass me. I already know it.
Hey,
So
my wife's success takes nothing away from my success.
yeah,
So, and that could be said for everybody. I
yeah.
I wish the greatest success to everybody, because it's not like they're stealing my success. You know what I mean?
Right,
So,
right.
in
Oh, she
fact,
gave us a blessing. She said we can keep going.
oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm down for whatever.
Same here.
Yeah, that's another thing that I truly believe too, because I look at I so there are other people on YouTube that do something similar to what I do, right?
Mhm.
And I'm very aware of their presence, because you need to be. You need to
Right.
know what other people are doing, and you should think that you are better. That sounds cocky, but if you don't think that you're making a better product than the next person, then
Why are you doing it?
why are you doing it? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's how I view it. That doesn't mean that you are better, but you need to be trying. I tried to make something better than the next person, not because I have this like because I want to be better. I don't know. It's hard to explain what I'm trying to say, but I want to be the best. I
Right.
want people to look at my video and be like, "This is the one that I want to watch."
Right.
But that doesn't mean that I don't wish success to those people. And
Right.
it's funny because I've tried to reach out to those people who do the same thing. Like, hey, man, we do the same thing. We should
Collaborate.
talk. We should
Yeah.
network. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't a big niche. Um, and I got like an initial response, like, "Hey, that's really cool. I like your videos," and then crickets.
Yeah.
And
You
it's
get that
like,
a lot.
I'm like, man, if I'm successful, it doesn't take away from you. Like, let's be successful together.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. There's a lot of people who for them it's like the crabs in a bucket kind of thing. The crabs in
mhm.
a barrel. Like, yeah, it's cool that you're doing that, but I'm doing this too. I'm trying to get out and if you make it good. If you don't, it's on you too. But
Competition makes you better.
it
Competition makes you better. It
I think
pushes
so.
you to be better. Even with gaming. Let's
Yes.
say let's put this in like the gaming frame of thinking.
Mhm.
If you play in lobbies where everyone sucks, like, you don't get better.
Nope.
You know what I mean? But if you play against people who are competitive and who are better than you have to rise to that level, or you're just gonna sink. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's the same thing with everything. Same thing with YouTube. Same thing with streaming. Same thing with video games.
Yeah. I think finding if there's a way to find like the yin to your yang when it comes to content creation,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
can be a beautiful thing.
yeah.
So I don't know if you know Travis McP and Greg McFadden, but they have this podcast that they started about 7 or 8 months ago. It's called GadgetCast.
Mhm.
That thing is trending. It's in like the top, I want to say the top 15 or the top 10
Really
on the Apple platform.
nice. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's like it's blowing up, and it's because they both do somewhat similar content, but they's like, hey, let's just try this and see if it works. You know what I mean? They have different personalities, completely different personalities,
Mhm.
but it meshes. It works so well because they're kind of into the same thing, and they kind of like offset each other. Yin to the yang.
Cool.
Um, but let's see, middle of nowhere. He says he almost always watches the entire video, even if the content does not apply. Like Snazzy Lab's last video on vinyl cleaning devices. He was like, it's just the presentation was so good, he couldn't
Yeah,
help but watch.
that's good.
So
He's the best kind of viewer.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So I think like I don't for me personally, I know like every video I put out, I know is not gonna, resonate completely with every subscriber that I have. I
Mhm,
get that. You know, but I'm hoping that I guess the goal would be to resonate with as many of my subscribers as I can. You know
mhm.
what I mean? To make it
Yeah, yeah.
something like that's why they're here because of the content that I'm putting out. So
That's something that I believe too is like the content, the content, the information, the thumbnail, the title, all that stuff that brings the viewer in.
Yep.
That gets them to click on your video, but you are the person who keeps them there. You
Right.
know what I mean? Your personality, the way you present it, like, do I trust you? Do I like you? Do I get
Mhm.
a good vibe from you? You know, like you keep the person there, and
Right.
so even when it like with this viewer that you just read, you know, even
Mhm.
if it's about something that you don't really particularly care about, if you are connected with that person, then I just want to hear you, you know, because I like hearing you talk.
Exactly.
So
Exactly. Exactly. Um, man, that's dope. I'm trying to figure out like it's different because like I get different people on every single week, so I get all kinds of like it's like trying to figure out how to talk to each person because so far everybody's been in a different niche completely. Every
yeah,
week that
that's
somebody
cool.
did something completely different. Um, so Joe Petty he just commented. He was like he watches every video fully. Only time he personally doesn't watch an entire video is when it no longer interests him or a video is entirely too long.
Yeah.
So um the engagement thing is it's a big thing, man. I'm not gonna even lie. On a
Mhm,
lot of people, it's the engagement is huge.
mhm.
But I've been watching, like I said, I've been watching some of your videos. I wouldn't say I binged, but you know, it depends on what you consider binging.
I
But
appreciate you.
you know, if you would say like 5 or 6 videos is binging, then yeah, I binged. But
I
you
mean, I
know,
only have like 20, so
I know,
you're halfway through the library.
I know. I'm gonna hit the playlist. I'm gonna hit the play all playlist at one point and just
I
watch them all.
appreciate you.
So, um, but for you, I guess like your general idea of like how do you go through your process of like you making your videos?
Mhm. Um, excuse me. I have a note, like in my notes on my phone, I
Mhm.
write down every idea that I have, even if it sucks, right? I just write down like whatever it is that I'm thinking because you will forget it, right?
Right.
And even if it's a crappy idea, it's crappy now, but you know, I don't know, in 30 days when I'm looking through my video list ideas, I might read that crappy idea. I'm like, man, that idea sucks. But it leads me to something else, you know, like, oh,
Mhm.
actually, this could be good if I just change this aspect of it. So it's
Mhm.
still good to write them down. And then when I pick something, I'll start writing, you know, like little key points that my thoughts on those things. Like let's say with the chair, right? I want to
Yeah.
talk about, you know, the durability, the quality of it. Is it comfortable? Is it bad for your back? I wanted to touch on,
If
you
it
know,
was
this
cat proof.
idea that gaming chairs are bad for you. I wanted to talk about those different things, what I do like, so I'll just do like kind of like key points. And then
Okay.
I'll write an entire script. So everything that I say in a video is usually scripted.
Okay.
Um, that doesn't mean that I have to stick to that script word for word, but I need a guide because I tried the whole, you know, like let me just look in the camera and just start
Wing it.
talking,
Yeah.
and that lasted like 15 minutes. You know, I was like, this doesn't work.
Yeah.
So I'll write out a whole script and then I'll sit down, you know, I'll set up all my camera stuff. I'll sit down, um, and I'll just look at my phone. I'll look at the first like 2, 3 sentences and I'll look in it and I'll say it until I get it right. And then I'll
Okay.
look at the next 3 sentences and I'll start doing that. And obviously I don't memorize the sentence word for word. Sometimes I'll kind of like word it differently.
Yeah.
But that's good because I want it to feel natural. I don't want it to seem like I'm like reading a script like a robot, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I'll just do that for the whole video, go and edit it, shoot B-roll. I'll also write down lists of like shots, like camera shots, you know, like for the chair, I want to get a shot of the logo on the front. I want to get a shot of the wheels, and I want to get a shot of like top down on it. So because I don't want to forget these different shots that I need to get for the video.
Right. Right. Okay.
Basically, I try not to allow myself to forget anything because I
Okay.
have a pretty crap memory. So I try to make sure that I'm, you know, writing everything down.
Okay. You sound like you're like me in a lot of ways. You got the CRS thing. My wife tells me all the time I got CRS because I can't remember.
Yeah. Wait, what does
um,
CRS stand for?
can't remember stuff.
Oh, okay.
But you know, it's a different. S word there,
Yeah,
but yeah. um, but for you, it's have you ever considered using a teleprompter, or is that something you might be thinking about for the future? Oh, like never mind. That's the answer right there. He's reaching. That means he's got some.
right here.
Okay.
So my wife got this for me, I think for either my birthday or for Christmas. I can't remember, but it's
Okay.
Padcaster Parrot teleprompter.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It comes with different step up rings or step down rings, and you just attach it to the front of the camera lens, and then it drops down here, and you actually put your phone in there,
Mm-hmm.
and then it projects from your phone onto this glass here, but you can't see it on the camera.
Right.
It's like $100, I think,
Okay.
and it's pretty sweet. It has an app that you just like copy and paste your script into. You can set the speed that it scrolls through. And I think so if I record a video with this, it'll take me like 15 minutes.
Right.
It's so much faster using this, but it comes with different problems. Um, I I recorded a whole video with this, and then I had to re-record the whole video because when I watched it back, I was like, my face looks dead. I have no energy. It's like I'm reading something. So
Yeah.
I definitely had to adjust my presentation. I had to be more aware of the like, I don't know, just how I was saying it. And then
Mm.
also you don't want to sound like you're reading. So you
Right.
have to try and make it natural. But the reason why I've kind of stopped using it is because I noticed that my eyes kind of shift left and right as I'm reading. And that just annoyed me.
Okay.
So if I'm going to make a really long video with a lot of technical information, a lot of numbers and things like that,
Mhm.
like my energy drink video, I'm going to use this because it's going to be so much easier. But if I want a video, like a review or something like that, and I want it to feel more natural, then I'm just going to try and do the process that I told you before.
Okay. Yeah, that's one I've gotta master that at some point. I'm usually the guy who just like you said, I get in front of the camera and I'm just like, I'm winging it.
Yeah,
You know,
I
I
can't
tr-
do.
I tried doing it the other way, the scripted part. It's just I don't know. It's like difficult for me.
I
The
mean,
scripted.
different strokes for
So,
different folks, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
what
That's why.
works for me works for me. Different people work differently.
Yeah.
I just myself, I'll have a tendency to ramble or rant, and so I need some blinders, some guide.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Okay. So, um, what what's the specs on your PC? I know like the gaming specs, like when it comes down to it, PC is like you
yeah,
say
yeah,
you custom built yours. So
yeah.
what are we
So
working with here?
it is a little old now. Well, in terms of computers and being on the cutting edge, it's like two or
Yeah.
3 years old. So it is an i7 7700K. So I'm
Okay.
an Intel. Although
Great.
if I was going to build one right now, I would go with AMD. I would go with the Ryzen or Threadripper or something like that.
There you go.
Um, 32 gigs of RAM,
Hmm.
a 1080 Ti, like I said before. I have a 500 gigabyte SSD and a 5 terabyte hard disk,
Okay.
right? And then I have an Elgato 4K 60 capture card so that I can plug my camera into the computer and stream with a like a DSLR or well, mirrorless.
Hmm.
And then a Kraken water cooler from
Okay.
NZXT. And then the case is NZXT, and then like more lights than Las Vegas.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with some RGB up in that
You know
joint,
what I
man.
mean?
Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So are you one of those you need to have a super high refresh rate gaming monitor, or are you a ultra
I'm
wide kind of a guy?
I'm I'm in between. So I don't go ultra wide. I don't go 4K. I have a what is I always forget. It's like 2550 by 1440 or what
Mhm.
a
Yeah.
1440p monitor.
Right.
So it's 1440p G-Sync, and it can go up to 165 hertz.
Okay.
But I cap it at 120, and that is just for streaming because I have
Okay.
a friend who's like a streaming whiz guru, and he was telling me, like you want to for upscaling and downscaling, you want to keep things like divisible by each other. So I stream at 720, 60 frames, with a cap at 120. So 720 doubled is 1440, you know.
Mhm.
My 60 frames goes well into 120 frame, or you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
everything scales properly so it looks the best on stream. So I kind of take a hit for my off stream performance, you know, but let's be honest, 120 frames is enough.
It's more than enough. Trust me, I
Yeah.
know.
I
I'm with
would,
you on that.
I just can't get down on a 1080 p monitor, even if it is like 240 hertz. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't know. Maybe one day. I'm not that sweaty yet.
I'm with you, man. I don't know, me personally. I just super high refresh rates like that. Like who, unless
If
you
you're,
like playing in competitive, like you're
yeah,
in
if I was
tournaments all the
playing
time.
competitive, well, then I would do that.
Yeah,
But you know,
right.
I'm not even that good, so I don't need that. I like to think that maybe there's room to grow with a 240. I don't want the 240 and then still be bad. You
Mhm.
know, it's kind of like let me dream. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
let
what's
that be.
keeping me back from being professional. You
Yeah,
know,
there you go. That's it. I'm with you on that, man. I subscribe to the ultra wide category here, but my monitor is still 120 hertz.
Mhm.
And most of the time I don't even push it at 120. I usually keep it around 100 just because less
All right,
taxing on the GPU
yeah.
and other reasons. But yeah, I'm with you on that.
So, what
That's
kind of games do you like to play?
that is the thing. I'm actually looking right now.
Okay,
I have a hard time picking out games. So like it seems like I default back to Overwatch a lot for whatever reason.
I mean it's a solid game. It's
Yeah,
solid. It's balanced. It's fun. It's old as hell, but they keep putting out new stuff and it's free. The additional stuff is free.
exactly.
I think it's a good game. I just kind of moved on from it.
Right.
Who's your main though?
It
I'm gonna
depends.
before you answer, I'm gonna judge you on what
Okay.
you say.
Oh, damn.
All right? I'm just
Okay.
telling you right now.
Um. Well, I actually support as main,
Okay.
and my
That's
mains,
respectable.
huh?
That's respectable.
Yeah,
You
I'm a
know?
support main, and typically my go tos are Lucio, Moira, and Mercy. Um, because
Those
honestly
are
and truly,
those are
those
solid.
three, yeah, and people underestimate like how much DPS they can do when they need to.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
So
so those are my.
you like to boot people.
Oh yeah, I love getting on maps so I can boot people,
I can't play
especially.
as Lucio to save my life. Like
Oh
if I
man,
play Mystery Heroes and I get Lucio, I'm like, well, okay, this is gonna be quick.
I'm usually like that for tanks and for like if I get stuck playing Zenyatta, it's not a good
Mm.
name for me. It's
I
not a
like
good match for me.
I like Orisa, and if I'm feeling real cheesy, then I play as Bastion.
Mm,
But Tracer is my girl.
really,
I love Tracer.
I can't play Tracer. I've been trying. I
Yeah,
just I don't know. I can't play Tracer. I'm more of her counter. Like when I go DPS, I'm usually
really.
on May or Soldier or Junkrat.
Okay. I like Junkrat.
Yeah,
I
Junk is
like Junkrat. I like Orisa, Bastion, Tracer. Yeah.
okay. All right. So I know you say you play horror games a lot. So
Mhm.
like, what's your main game that you're going on right now?
I don't have a so horror games are quick. So I just like roll through them.
Okay.
Usually I can finish a horror game in one stream or maybe two. So I just kind of like I've played all the big ones for the most part, and I just kind of roll through them. I like playing a lot of the indie ones, the smaller ones.
Hmm.
Um, but I pretty much try any horror game. I'll give it a shot. But after you play enough horror games, you start to see a lot of similarities, a lot of
I bet.
common themes. I can't tell you how many batteries I've searched for because you got a flashlight that doesn't work properly, and you're looking
Mhm.
for your girlfriend. Yeah, it's like they're all the same game a lot of times, but my new kick is VR horror games
Okay.
because, like I said earlier, I don't really get scared from horror with the exception of like well done jump scares, because that's just reaction. That's not. I'm not actually scared. You just surprised me. Okay, you just surprised me.
Yeah, you caught me off guard. That's all.
That's all. Okay, you just surprised me. But no, VR horror is terrifying. Like truly, truly terrifying.
I bet because it's like right in your grill.
There's no
So
escaping it. There's no getting away from it. It's in your ears. It's in your face. It's behind you. It feels like it's real. It is truly terrifying.
it sounds like it because you can't jump back and run from it because it's attached to you.
Yeah,
So
you
you
jump.
ain't go nowhere.
You jump back. It's so terrifying that I was getting scared of my alerts when I was streaming.
Wow.
Someone would follow me and it would like blare that sound, and I physically jumped, and I was like, "Who was that? Stop following me!"
Wow. Wow. It's real.
Terrifying, man. It's terrifying, and that I get a kick out of that because that's like a primal like gut feeling. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird, but just getting scared is fun, and it's fun to watch too.
My wife says that too. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, you sound like my wife. My wife is she doesn't even like watching horror movie trailers. All right,
I'm the same way. She's just like, oh, I can't wait to see that scary movie. I'm like, I'm good. I'm like,
nah, I'm all
good.
right.
Yeah.
She's gotten better though. Honestly, she used to not be able to even tolerate trailers, but now after playing so many horror games with me and like this forced exposure, she won't admit it, but she has gotten better at tolerating horror stuff.
Maybe she'll eventually get into watching the movies and all that good stuff too. Who knows?
I think, okay, I've had a horror movie on and she came in and she's like, "Is this a horror movie? Turn it off." I'm like, "No.
Oh wow.
No, we're not doing that today."
Oh wow. Oh wow.
And she will like kind of, she won't watch it, but she, she'll do this like
the side glance is kind of like see what's going on. Like
she's like, why is he doing that? What's happening?
Yeah. The interest, the side interest. That's what
the interest is like peaking a little bit.
Okay. It's starting to come out more and more.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm proud of her.
Right.
I'm proud of her.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Now I know you said she streams. So is she one of those? She's got a setup like yours, where she's got the custom keyboard and all that, or she's more in the beginning stages of streaming?
Well, okay. So here's the deal. She wanted to build a computer, and she started streaming on my setup, and then she started to like it, and then I was like, "Yo, we got to build another computer because
I need my setup back.
This is this is not working for me." So we built her a computer, but we didn't have a desk for her. So she's literally got the most bare bones, depressing setup over there. I feel bad. She's like on a dining room table or dining room chair. She's got like a little vanity that her computer's set up on. So I feel bad. But I just got a standing desk. So I'm gonna replace this desk with a standing desk. Excuse me. It's like it can go back and forth.
Right.
And then she is going to get this beast of a desk.
Okay.
So it'll be over there, and we'll have the whole like his and hers set up. And this room will probably be like 106 degrees with two computers blaring. But so we're getting her there. We're getting her there. She uses my camera when she streams, so her quality is good.
There you go.
But we just need to get her the desk, which will happen this weekend.
Okay.
I got the desk delivered yesterday, and it's sitting in my living room, and I can't wait to set it up.
I bet, man. I bet new stuff is always good. So
yeah, I'm glad you can understand.
Les said you're lying. She still can't watch it.
Oh, you see, that's she doesn't give herself enough credit, but I see it. I see an improvement. I'm proud of her.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Les, he said he sees something changing on you. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see.
She won't flat out agree to watch a horror movie, but if I have it on and she's in the vicinity, she's gonna probably pay attention.
Okay. Yeah, my wife does that to me too. Like I wasn't into those was it Game of Thrones and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I kept coming in and she'd be watching. I'm like,
what's happening?
It was like, what's going on?
That kind of happened.
We're like,
yeah,
man, can't wait to the next episode. Let's go.
That kind of happened a little bit recently. The opposite. She's been rewatching Avatar. I don't know if you're big into anime, but
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Aang is my dude, man.
So I've never watched Avatar. I've never been into it. I always kind of thought it looked trash, to be honest with you.
Oh man.
But but I had never watched it, so I couldn't say that it was trash.
Right.
I just didn't really like the animation style.
Okay.
But she's been rewatching it, and I'll come into the living room and I'll do that thing where you walk by and you're like, what are you watching?
Yeah.
Who's that? Why is he doing that? You know? And then I'll sit down and be like, we'll play the next episode. You know? So I haven't like committed to watching it, but
You're watching.
it's growing on me. It's great. I'll sit down and watch a few episodes with her.
Okay. All right. Now the key question is, since you're in the anime, I gotta ask this question, and I am judging you based on your answer.
Now we're getting serious. Okay, here we go.
I'm judging you based on your answer here.
And you should.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Go or no?
Go.
Okay.
100. I've been watching it for 20 plus years. I'm 34 years old. Okay. I'm 34 years old, and I started watching Dragon Ball Z in like the 6th grade or something like that.
Okay. I know who your favorite character is.
Vegeta. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, have you ever felt slighted that Vegeta always is a step behind Goku?
Episode. Every single episode. They do my man dirty. They do not give the Prince of Saiyans the respect that he deserves.
They don't.
But really okay, don't. Here's something though. I love Dragon Ball Z. It's a go. Mm-hmm. But I think it's a bad show.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I think because it's objectively, there are tons of other shows that are better than it in the way that it tells story, in the quality of animation, in the character development of its cast, right?
Yeah.
But it gets a pass. Yeah. But it gets a pass because it's Dragon Ball Z and it's a classic, and it introduced me to anime. And I watched every damn episode, and Tournament of Power is probably the best that Dragon Ball Z has ever been, in my opinion. But if I'm speaking truthfully, you know, there are other shows that are better than it.
What shows would you say?
So, okay. I mean, it depends. So I never got into Naruto until like 2 to 3 years ago, right? And I would say that Naruto is objectively better than Dragon Ball Z because of the immense amount of character development that happens with all the different characters, and the fact that they don't put Naruto front and center all the time. You know what I mean? Other people get wins too. Whereas in Dragon Ball Z, it's just Goku.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, come on, man. Can't Vegeta beat the guy once? So I think if we're talking like animes that you can compare to Dragon Ball Z, you know, you got like One Piece, Bleach, Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, those kind of shonen animes. I think Naruto is better. I don't think I never actually could get into One Piece, and I don't think Bleach is better. But I think Naruto is better.
I'm gonna have to try it out. I've never watched Naruto, like ever.
Really?
No, but I keep hearing a lot about it. My boy Joe, Petty Fixes, he talks a lot about Naruto. Him and Versatile, they both talk about a lot about Naruto.
Yeah.
And also Bleach. They've been talking about Bleach too. I'm just like, I've watched some One Punch Man too. So
if you're gonna get into Naruto, you have to go online and search Naruto filler episode like guide or something like that, and there'll be something online that'll show you from episode 60 to 74 it's filler. Skip it.
Oh wow.
You can comfortably skip all the filler and not feel like you lost out on anything, because Naruto's got like 10,000 episodes, and if you watch all the filler, you're gonna get burnt out on it. So skip the filler, and then when you're done with the series, if you want more, then go back and rewatch some of the filler. But skip the filler, otherwise you're gonna get burnt out.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try that out.
That's my guide for you.
Okay.
So then, other than Dragon Ball Z, what's your favorite? I mean, there's no one favorite. What's like the favorite stuff that you've watched recently?
I haven't really watched anything recently. I've been like, Yeah, dude. Like I'm so busy all the time. Like,
Yeah, I understand.
no, I got the full-time job and then the embroidery business and then Twitter and YouTube and
I'm
TikTok.
busy too, but I'm just irresponsible. So that's I'm a procrastinator and I'm irresponsible, so I watch a lot of anime
You
despite
too.
being very busy.
You too. Yeah,
I'm getting to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I've been watching that a lot lately.
okay.
Recently, I watched so Food Wars is a really fantastic one that I watched. Fire Force is great.
Mm,
Um, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff out there that I've been watching recently.
okay.
I'm super weeb to the max.
There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I don't see any problems with people like being all up in some anime, and I'm
I'm a
like this.
grown ass man, all right? I don't have to prove myself to anybody.
Thank you very much. That's exactly what I said.
I'm married. I'm married. I got a job. I got hobbies. I watch anime. I don't need to explain that to anybody.
Exactly. I watch anime and damn it, I game. If you don't like it,
That's right. Who am I trying to win over anymore?
exactly. Man, wow. Yeah, that leads to a whole nother. That'd be another episode.
I'm here for it.
I'm definitely here for anything anime and gaming. Just
There we
yeah,
go.
I'm
What
all
about
for it.
anime
Man.
games?
Ooh,
Dragon
oh
Ball Z Kakarot. That's what I've been playing lately.
yeah.
Good.
The first one that they did,
Xenoverse.
yeah,
It's all
was it
right.
the first one or the second. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, it's really
It's all right.
okay.
Kakarot's
So,
better.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try that out then. I just
It's a more pure experience, I think. It
hmm,
feels less on the rails as Xenoverse did, and it even though it's not an original story because it's literally the retelling of Dragon Ball Z from Raditz to Buu,
right.
uh, I like that. I don't want you messing with the story of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, no. I
Just
think that's like
give me the story, let me experience it from different perspectives, but I don't need some like time traveling person to come and like, oh, Raditz is different now.
mhm,
Just give me
changing
that.
the storyline. Like,
Yeah,
nah, don't do that, man. Don't change the storyline.
I don't
Leave it
need that.
alone. All right. Well, I guess keeping on the topic of Dragon Ball, because why not? When Vegeta and Goku went God mode,
Mhm. Super
fighting
Saiyan
Jin,
God or Super Saiyan Blue?
Super Saiyan God mode, when they were fighting Jin at the end,
Okay, so well,
right before Vegeta got put out of the tournament. Put it that way.
yeah. So Super Saiyan Blue, not Super Saiyan God, because Super Saiyan God's red hair, and Vegeta's only gone red hair in the Brawly movie
Yeah.
and in the
No.
manga.
All
I'm
right.
telling you, man,
So
I'm Dragon Ball Z nerd. All right.
I'm cool with that. I'm so cool with that. So I'm like trying to think what was the last conversion, the transition called right before he
Saiyan
beat
Blue.
Jin.
Well, Goku
That was
went Ultra
perfect, right?
Instinct.
Yeah, Ultra Instinct. So he was only able to do that because Vegeta was like, "Here, I'm out. Take my last little bit. Do your
Mhm.
thing."
Typical.
Yeah. My question is, how do you think that would have played out if it was flipped? If Vegeta was the one who got to go
They
Ultra
probably would have
Instinct?
killed him. All right. Those damn creators just have a chip. They like to give just enough to Vegeta fans where you're like, oh, he's gonna do it, and then they're like, nope, and they just snatch it from him.
Yeah, he gets royally screwed, man. He always gets a backseat. He's like, "Yeah, I finally got Super Saiyan God mode," and Goku's like, "Oh yeah, watch this."
Yeah.
It's like,
So I've been reading the manga, right? And it's so it goes further than what the show has done so far.
really?
And
Okay.
this next like arc is pretty cool. I mean,
I'm
I don't want
hoping
to
they bring the
spoil
arc
anything
out
for it,
soon.
but huh?
I'm good either way. Whether you say something about it or not, I'm still
Yeah.
gonna watch it.
I'll just say one thing. I'll say one thing. Vegeta goes to train on planet Yard Rat, which is where Goku learns instant transmission.
Right,
Remember, so he he beats Frieza, and then he disappears, and
right.
then he reappears on Earth, and
Mhm.
he's like, "Yo, I've been I've been, on this planet. I learned instant transmission, whatever. So Vegeta goes to that planet to train with the same people.
Right.
But it hasn't. So he just finished his training in the manga, and he has teleported back to Earth to help with the fight. So I'm excited because apparently he like gained a big boost.
That'd be legit.
So
Did they say when the new manga is coming on TV? When they're gonna start making the episodes for it?
no, I don't think so. I don't know. Probably it's delayed with COVID.
Yeah.
All the anime has been delayed.
Yeah. How'd you feel about the new Broly?
I thought it was the best Dragon Ball Z movie that's been put out.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool that they didn't just. It was a good remake of the original Brawly movie. I'm glad that they didn't just like make another Brawly movie. It's like their cash cow. They just keep rehashing him.
Yeah.
And I thought the animation was
spot on,
amazing. I thought it was like fantastic. They kind of brought it back a little bit to classic Dragon Ball Z. Story was good. It was hype. I liked it. I thought it was great. I would recommend it 100% to anyone.
Yeah, I've started watching it, but I didn't get to finish. So I need to go back and finish watching the movie. But I might do that tonight, actually, if I don't end up playing some Overwatch. But yeah, man. Like I said, I can talk anime and gaming all day and be perfectly fine. Might be a good idea for a podcast.
There you go.
You know,
I got enough projects. Okay,
never know. Never know. So, all right. So I know I've kept you on here for a while, and I know
fun, man. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this too. So it's like I don't want to go, but at the same time, I know they're waiting for me to get in. So,
yeah, I got to eat too. I'm hungry.
Yeah, food is definitely a good thing. So, for any of y'all who don't know how to find Franco or Fracno, either way you want to call it, let the people know how to find you and where to find you.
So Fracno.tv is my website, and like he said, it'll take you everywhere. It's frustrating. Okay, so remember I told you in the first thing that we talked about was how Franco is like a misspelling of my name intentionally.
Yeah.
If you search Fracno on YouTube, it'll go, "Did you mean Franco?"
Yep.
Showing search results for Franco.
And some
comedian will pop up that's way bigger than me, so his channel takes precedence, and I'm like, no, I didn't mean Franco. So I should have thought that one out a little better, but yeah. Fracno.tv will take you to everything, take you into my Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff.
Okay. That's what's up. And if y'all have any issues finding it, I did put links in the description to make it easier for you.
Oh.
So all the links, all his stuff. Yeah, man, I got you, man. So you can find his Twitter down there, his Instagram, his YouTube, and his Twitch account. All of them will be linked in the description to make it easier for you to get that.
Appreciate it. I appreciate you doing that. Appreciate you inviting me here, man. I enjoyed talking to you.
I appreciate you coming.
It's always like you never know. I've done an interview before, and also you just like talk to people, and you're always like, I don't know, man. Is this guy gonna be weird? It's like I want to do it, but I hope he's not weird.
Yeah.
You were weird. No, I'm just joking. I've really enjoyed talking with you, man. The conversation flowed. It didn't feel forced. I really enjoy the conversation.
Same here, man. I appreciate it. Like, I really like when I get on here. Like I said, for everybody, for me, this is more of a passion project. When I do this interview, the Keeping It Real series is really a passion project for me. True. It's something I've been wanting to do. So anytime I get to talk with somebody, I'm just like, oh yes, let's go.
Yeah. As long as it's a passion, it'll never feel like you'll always be stoked to do it.
Yeah.
It'll still feel like work, but you'll be stoked to do it.
It don't even feel like work to me. It's just I'm just having a conversation with somebody.
It feels like work to me sometimes when I do stuff, but it's work that I enjoy. So,
okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Well, I definitely appreciate you coming on. I've had a blast.
For sure.
And we've had a lot of people coming and going as the stream's been going on, and I've kept you like 40 minutes past when I was supposed to, but Les gave us our permission. She gave the okay.
I got the go ahead from my wife, so
One last thing I did want to mention is I noticed that you are super tatted up, as am I, but you're a lot more tatted up than I am.
It's all fake, man. It's just they're temporary.
Temporary, right? Is that something you enjoy doing?
Used to. I mean, I got other stuff to spend my money on now. I haven't gotten tattooed in like 7 years since before I joined the army.
Okay,
but I have enough. I mean, I don't need more, but
right. Like you covered up. Okay, I got you.
if it ever comes up, if now that I have so many tattoos, it's like I don't think about what tattoo I want next. I think more so like what tattoo artist I want to tattoo me.
Gotcha.
And like the tattoo doesn't matter as much. The person doing it is what I'm like more interested in, because there are artists that I really like their style. And it's like I just want their style on me. I don't really care what it is.
Right. Okay.
That's how I feel.
Interesting way to look at it. Okay. See, another little nugget holding on to right there.
I mean, that's just how I feel.
That works. That works. He said the links work too. Yes, sir. Definitely got the links down in the description in case y'all can't find them.
I hope so.
So I got all the links down there. So pretty much everything. I don't think I missed anything, did I? I think I got them all.
No.
So, I know I got Twitch. I know I got Twitter. I know I got Instagram. I got the YouTube channel. Is there anything else I'm missing?
No, that's it, man.
All right, cool. So if y'all need to find him for whatever reason, if you haven't seen any of his videos, I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. You need to go check out his channel.
Yeah.
Like, it's fire. Like just binge watch the hell out of all the videos. Just put them on, put the playlist on and just go.
In fact, loop it.
Yeah, loop it, and I promise you, will not
leave it on your computer overnight.
Yeah, man.
In case anyone walks by your computer and they're like, "What? Hey, what was that?"
Yeah, who the hell's that guy? So, but
always trying to get monetized. All right,
I'm with you. I am with you on that. So, but the content is fire. The information he gives is on point, and it's not just for gamers. It's not just for people who are working at a desk. It's for every single person, because there's not a person in this modern day world who doesn't sit in front of a computer or is sitting at some kind of desk setting at some point during the day for multiple hours. So watch his content. It's fire. That's all I'm going to say. Just go watch the content. All right. And watch it a lot. Stream it. So hopefully we can get you back on at some point in the future. If I didn't weird you out too much and I didn't talk your head off.
Until then, we got to get in some Overwatch games.
Hell yeah, man. I will definitely hit you up, and we got to do that for sure, because I'm on there way too fucking much.
Right.
But tell Les I'm sorry I kept you so long, but I hope her stream goes well, and I'm gonna try to slide through and check it out if I can.
Cool. I'll send you a link.
Yeah, that'll work, man. But everybody, I appreciate y'all stopping by, and just do it says he's a software engineer. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what's up, man. I might have to hit you up too. But Fracno, I might be hitting you up to I might have to send you some merch. Help you out on stream. But I appreciate y'all, everybody stopping through. It's been a great stream. Hopefully we'll see y'all next week. I gotta find somebody I can line up to stop through. If not, I might have to have Fracno come back on. So until then, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.